Have you ever reacted in a relationship and later on thought, oh my god, why did that hurt so much? That reaction of yours was not about the moment, it was about a wound that has not been held yet. Hi, and welcome back to another episode of the Flight to Fulfillment podcast. I'm your host, Ratika Seth, your life enhancement coach and the founder of the Freedom Divas Hub. And today's topic is one that touches almost every one of us, yet it is often really misunderstood. When relationships trigger our old wounds. Because relationships don't just bring love, they bring memories. They activate old fears, unmet needs. They activate our survival patterns, and we don't even realize it most of the time. And that does not mean that, we are broken somewhere. It just means that something inside of us, needs to be seen. It's asking us to be seen. So these are the 5 steps to heal when relationships trigger old wounds. Firstly, recognize that the trigger is a messenger. It is not the problem. It is just a signal. When something, small feels really overwhelming to you, it's often pointing out at an older wound that you've had. Maybe you faced something similar before. Maybe, you faced that sense of abandonment, rejection, invisibility before. Maybe you felt, unsafe to express yourself before. So instead of asking, why are they doing this to me? Try asking yourself, which part of you feels threatened by this action of theirs? Awareness is the first step towards healing for everything. Number 2, separate the past from the present. So your nervous system does not know time. It does not understand time. It reacts, as if the past is happening again. And that's why you feel certain things again, you react in a particular manner. And that's why a delayed reply, as they say, or a pause that you take, shifts you from reaction to response. That is the reason. So a change in tone, emotional distance, a delayed reply, all these things can change the way you are responding. Gently remind yourself, okay, this is in the now, that was then. So think about how you're responding now. Your partner may be triggering a memory of yours, but you know, they are not original wounds. Are they? Are they original wounds? No, they are just a memory right now. Remember that. Always see the past as a past. Number 3, respond to the wound, not the person. When triggered, we often try to confront. We go on a defensive. We want to fix it there and then. We want to withdraw there and then. We want to over-explain there and then. But healing begins when you tend to the wound instead, of just reacting. The first step is tending to the wound inside of you. So pause. Take a deep breath. Say, tell yourself internally, I see you, I'm here with you, you're safe, you're safe. Regulation comes before resolution. Number 4, communicate from vulnerability, not from a space of defense. Don't go on the defensive. Once, you're regulated, speak. Not to accuse somebody, but to connect. So instead of, saying things like, you always do this, you always ignore me, try. When this happens, it brings up an old fear of being unseen. This shifts the conversation from blame to understanding. You're actually trying to make the other person understand you right now, that when this happens, it really brings up an old fear. So don't do this. Safe relationships grow through honesty. They don't grow through perfection. Number 5, reparent yourself alongside loving others. So your partner cannot heal your childhood wounds. Remember, he does not even know your childhood wounds. But your partner can walk beside you while you're healing yourself. Healing means learning to give yourself what you once needed. You know, the reassurance, the love, the boundary, the respect, the validation, the safety. The more you show up for yourself, the less you bleed on the people you love. So if you don't want to shout unnecessarily at others and later repent, if you don't want to just end up wondering why you did what you did, remember this. You need to heal yourself first. Relationships don't trigger because they are wrong. They trigger because they are very intimate. They touch the parts of you that have now learned how to survive. So healing does not mean you're avoiding any closeness to anybody. It just means that you're now learning to stay present, regulated, and compassionate with yourself first. You're learning to love yourself first. You're learning to be kind to yourself first. Well, if this episode resonated with you, like, comment, share it with somebody who needs to hear this today. And remember, healing is something you can start from the minute you acknowledge that you need to be healed. And if you're ready to heal all your patterns with guidance and support, I invite you to come and join me in our community, the Freedom Divas Hub, where healing happens in a very safe, non-blaming space. Until next time, this is me, Ratika Seth, your life enhancement coach, signing off for now, but asking you to subscribe to the Flight to Fulfillment podcast on either YouTube or Spotify or Apple or Substack, wherever you're more comfortable, so that you don't miss out on a single dose of motivation coming your way. I'll see you in the next podcast, and do join the Freedom Divas Hub if you think you want to come and be a part of a community that heals themselves and heals others. See you in the next podcast. Bye-bye.